Hello everyone, welcome to the Capsule cast. This is week number 12. I am your host, xmat, joined with my co-host, I guess, kind of, Tosh.
Hello.
And with us today, we have Coach of Royals, Fathappy.
Howdy, howdy. Oh, I don't know what happened to my voice there, but howdy, howdy again.
You're going through puberty again.
Yay!
Oh no, that's a long time ago.
Is it really that long ago, Fathappy?
True, that's true. I'm actually a 5-year-old.
Yeah, he's actually,
Yeah. Damn, so then you're getting it real early.
I was born right before the league, was rebranded.
Oh, crazy.
Exactly.
You've got it all to come. Anyway,
Exactly.
with all of that said and done, shall we get into the first match of this week?
Why don't we?
I think so. Right, so the first match this week we have RW versus Derp, and this match unfortunately went the way of kind of most of Derp's matches this season, and it was pretty rough if you're a Derp supporter. So we have the start. We have Marju versus Ginyu, which Marju wins, but Ginyu, he puts up a good fight. In fairness to him, and after that, Marju gets taken out, and then it's the TN show for the most part. TN just literally, he just cleans house through Derp. Like, I think the only character that he doesn't end up killing is 19, who Yamcha kills at the very end. But TN sweeps through Herc, through Solza, and I think he does a bit of damage to 19. There's a possible potential elite. I don't know. Depends how much healing.
It's confirmed.
Oh, is it confirmed? There you go. It's confirmed.
Yep.
Elite.
Ian got his. I think it's his first elite in the new league.
I think it is. Yeah, because he hit
106k.
106. So yeah, it was just one where he kind of, I wouldn't say scraped, but he got in on the lower half. But yeah, very good performance from Mr. TM. Tosh, do you have any thoughts on this match?
I don't remember the whole match. I actually have it up, kind of looking. But one funny moment that I just remember is TN denying Herc a present bomb. He didn't want his present. He backed away and then dove on the raid.
Oh yeah.
That's always a fun thing to watch because it's rare when it happens. But
yeah, the present bomb is very consistent usually.
Oh yeah. I think Herc tried to do some stuff this week. Yeah, Herc is the only one on Dirt that actually did 40k. So it looks like they're back on track in terms of how he performed, but no one else just met what they needed to do. So I'm hoping. I don't think Derp is completely out of it yet.
Yeah,
It's
They need a lot of stuff to kind of fall in their favor. But it's still, you can still try. But I think they're in testing mode right now. But either way, the match was fine and everything. Congrats to RW on your elite and your win. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. I don't remember this match completely. So
it might be a bit of a stretch to say that that they're working again, considering that the only one who broke 40k was Herc. But at the same time, he did throw out 5 B2s. It just so happened that he only hit one of them, and he did hit an ult. So,
also,
if more of his B2s had hit, his stats would probably be maybe even over 50k. In that case, the match would probably have gone very differently. So,
I do personally feel like, obviously a lot of people feel this as well, but a lot of sympathy for Derp, because I've also, in the past 2020, 2021, I've had the losing streaks, not quite to the extreme, but and it's usually one character that lets you down, and then what's annoying is the next week that character will perform really well. In this case, it was like a mass extreme of it, because usually everyone else on Derp does well. It's mainly Herc or Ginyu, what I've noticed, that don't particularly do well. But this week it was just Herc did well, and everyone else that normally does well didn't. Like Solza usually does pretty well, so I'm kind of surprised that he was below 40k this week. So yeah, kind of rough.
That is true. Salsa has very much been a Mr. Consistent most of the seasons. He's been on there.
He even got an elite this season as well.
He is actually their highest average character at 45k right now. With Herc actually being the lowest.
Oh yeah.
As always.
Not as always.
Oh no, but as always, this is more what I meant, you know.
As always this season. Asterisk.
I do feel bad every time I look at Derp stats. They don't deserve this.
No, it's horrible. It is horrible.
I feel their pain.
It's especially bad because I think everyone would agree that Herc is probably one of the most broken characters in the league in terms of what he can do.
His potential.
So it feels extra bad that he's doing as poor as he is.
Yeah, I agree. Do you all have any other thoughts on this match
Other than congrats on the Tiana lead? No, not really.
Yeah.
Not in particular. Derp, if you get 19 again, I guess just don't doubt him, and if you get Bobbity again as well, I guess just use 19 instead. I don't know.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Bobbity was doing well actually, I swear.
Yeah,
Bobbity's average isn't too bad. I say don't fucking trust Ginyu. Don't trust him. He leads you into a false sense of security. Don't trust him. Anyway, are we good?
Yeah.
Sweet. On to match number 2. We have Hybrids versus Namek. Now, this match was incredibly good, even just for the starting match. To be honest with you, it set the tone for me. Ultimate Gohan against Late Piccolo, two absolute powerhouses, and honestly, the actual match between them was a powerhouse match. They were so even till the very end, even to the point of Ultimate Gohan was on a slither, and he only won because he hit the B2 off against Late Piccolo, who I think was on about half a bar anyway. And then Mr. Demon King Piccolo himself comes in and finishes Ult Gohan off. But yeah, I mean, the match as a whole, it was very good. I think the thing for Hybrids is Future Gohan and Teen Gohan, to be fair, but Future a lot recently has been coming in clutch, coming in last, and just cleaning house. He done it last week, not last week, sorry, week 10. He did it this week, and yeah, he's done it plenty of weeks this season, so that was pretty key to actually finish this match up, because he's the one who finished the match. He went through Nail and Nuova at the end. So Fathappy, do you have any thoughts on this match?
I mean, this was a pretty good match, all things considered. I mean, I think both Hybrids and Namek are pretty strong teams in the league, on average. I'd say they're up there.
Yes.
And yeah, especially that first matchup between Ultimate and Late Piccolo was a real good fight, especially with the whole Hellzone grenade into getting burst rushed mid Hellzone grenade.
Yeah,
that was pretty spectacular to see. But yeah, overall, I just thought it was a pretty good match. I also thought that Goldo, I don't actually know if his stats reflected, but I thought he did kind of well. What's it called? There was a moment where he had a really cool high speed dodge against the Nuova's burning tornado, or whatever it's called. But yeah, otherwise I just thought it was a pretty good match.
Goldo did 25k.
Well, it's gold though, so that's good for him.
Like yeah, you have gold.
I think
So
I think he tagged though, didn't he?
No, he did.
Oh,
Team Gohan tag,
that was who tagged.
and that was the only tag on the hybrid.
Yeah, I knew it was one tag, but I couldn't remember who it was.
He did tag in what's it called Super Saiyan 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I remember I was hoping that he tagged, and no, it was like, okay, well, you got a father-son coming your way if he ever comes back in.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, for me anyway, like, I feel like Ultimate Gohan, despite the fact Future and Teen did the most damage, I think Ultimate Gohan and Killer Late Piccolo is what was very important for this match, because we've seen it before. Late Piccolo can bring matches back, so if he lived, maybe tagged, got out of there, I could see him coming back in and ridiculously bringing it back again for Namek, because he's done it so often.
Yeah,
I was
but
actually
I feel
only
like the rest of Namek has kind of been struggling to an extent. Outside of probably just late Piccolo, I feel like.
Late Piccolo and maybe Pycon?
Oh well, I forget Pycon's in the team.
Yeah.
I was mainly thinking about their base.
Main team, yeah, the base roster, yeah. I feel like Demon King Piccolo's doing okay, like better than normal, but Nail and Nuova seem to be the ones that are like dropping the ball heavy. Yeah.
it's called honestly, I hadn't really noticed. As we're talking, I have the matches running in the background to see if there's any details I missed, and I just noticed that Future came in against 3 bars of Nail and 2 bars of Nuova, and he only lost 1 bar.
Yep. He's scary this season.
He did 5 bars, losing not even 1 bar. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. But I will caveat that with the fact that the 2 bar was against 0 damage fodder man Nuova himself. So I don't know.
This is such a weird season. Both Nuova and Hercule just
they fell off. Yeah.
This is not how the world was meant to be.
It's not how it's meant to be. What's going on?
Imagine a season where early Piccolo looks better than Nuova.
That's just it's cursed.
It is
Actually, I'm curious on what where is early pick? He's
at
ranked number
56k
12,
average.
ranked 12 in the whole league.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
crazy.
But where's late pick? Hey, late Piccolo 23. Yeah, nah, something's wrong with that picture.
It's cursed. It's all cursed. Have we said our piece on this match, or is there anything more?
I think we have.
Y'all did good job. Hybrids, a lot of great moments. Burst rush from Held Zone Grenade. What is it? The stalling, the beam struggle that they had with Future Gohan and what is it? Nail. That was actually pretty good though. And UIO actually being useful. So yeah, good job. Good job.
Sweet. Yep, good job both teams. Right, on to match number 3, which I know one person in this.
Actually, just before we move on,
Oh.
I just went to check if people had actually spent any Zenny on the last 2 matches. Like, I just opened the build for the week. I just noticed that going back to the first match, Derp actually spent Zenny 2 on a Power of Rage on Herc, and they still got their ass handed to them. It just makes it extra sad.
But I don't think he got into any class shits either though.
No, he didn't.
I don't think he did, no.
That's rough.
So
That's incredibly rough.
And Hybrids did actually boost the key control for Free Zenny onto Ultimate Gohan.
Oh.
Not that I'm sure how much that actually did, but he did do really well against Late.
He did
so.
decimate, you never know. On to match 3. which I'm sure that a certain person in this call is dying to talk about. Cinema versus Rugrats. Now, I would do a synopsis for this match, but I feel like it's better if I just hand it over to the man himself. Who?
No, you can do your.
You want me to do my synopsis?
You're the host.
Okay, fair enough. So you might want to talk about your match, but that's fine. So to start with, we had Jane versus GT Goku, which, for the most part, seemed like an even-ish contest, up to the very last bar where Jane manages to pull off a win. But then we have the Aurelian Kid Trunks show, as I like to call it, because they both just absolutely blitz through the back half of Cinema's lineup. And I'm not gonna lie, I was particularly impressed with Aurelie, considering she went up against the remainder of Jane, all of Gogeta, and then she went and did I think about a bar to Fasha before she went down. Not to knock Kid Trunks, because he also just blitzed through Fasha and Turles, however you want to say it. But Aurelie, particularly with how she's been this season, maybe not living up to the hype as much, but yeah, she came in and she clutched up, so good one on that one, Tosh, and yeah, I'll hand it over to you now.
Thank you. Nah, this match we were really hoping for a win because we were tied with both Sentai and Cinema, and we have not won at this point. We didn't win a single one of our divisionals yet. So at least in order to get a tie with the rest of our Kai members, we would need to win this and everything. At least be 1-1.
Yeah.
A lot of xmat can tell you, and so can Anthony, because they seen my I talk a lot and everything, especially when it comes to planning at times.
Yeah, you do.
So I had different builds and all that stuff, different builds or lineups and everything that me and my team discussed. But either way, into the match, GT Goku actually did fine and actually used his small stature to his advantage, dodging a Hell's Gate point blank because he was short.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That is the worst feeling. When you're on the opposite end.
I actually thought it was going to hit and all, and then I just saw him kind of go a little bit to the left and then directly under it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that works. But I was kind of worried to be in the beginning because GT Goku, he started off pretty well against Janemba, and then Janemba just started taking off. Where, what is it? I think GT Goku, some melee combos, and then GT Goku tried to do a volley, energy volley against them. And next thing you know, Janemba dodges it and then uses his own ultimate. A lot of GT Goku's damage actually came near the end of his life. So it worked out there.
Did he miss a Dragon Fist as well, actually?
Yeah, he did. I thought that one I thought he was gonna hit that, but no. Janemba dodged it, so yeah, good catch on that. I forgot about that.
I just remember it.
Aurelie, I expected her to take the rest of Jane, maybe with a bar loss, which was I think almost came true or something like that. But I wasn't expecting her to run through Gogeta without losing. No, she finished Jane without losing the bar, and then went against Gogeta and she only lost the bar. I was not expecting that at all, because you think Gogeta will be pretty dominant against her. Oh, and that was the worry when it came to planning, is that because she has Power Body and they had Janemba and Gogeta who can break through Power Body, so those were the two people I did not want her to fight.
This was the return of the demon child.
Yes.
Long awaited has she been.
We swapped her from her Super Plus build that we've been running this whole season. I'm upset. Testing doesn't always work, guys. show this season.
Hey,
Uh,
man! Saying the testing doesn't work. That's been
Deborah,
my
I said,
motto for
no,
Deborah
no,
for the
no,
last
no,
three
no,
seasons.
no. You're taking. Hey, I said it doesn't always work because
Hey man,
listen,
I finally had my comeuppance with Deborah this season, so
I
I know what
know,
it's. I
and
know
I'm
the
happy
ups
for
and
y'all.
downs.
Like I legit seen like like that's the thing. Like more than half of my team were looking so great this season. I mean, in the off season and everything on the like some of them with new builds or like different tweaks, but we couldn't really do much. And um, what is it? Talking with like my team or xmat and Anthony, it was just like with Aurelie, we basically went back to her attack plus one build that she was running last season. The issue was that since she was running attack one, or she would be running attack one, GT Goku, who didn't have another build to use, would be out of a blue Tara and potentially his whole build if we swapped her back. So we were at least able to find defense plus super GT Goku and everything that's working out for him. And now we're able to put Aurelie back on her old build. So yeah, the return of the Demon Child, and then Kid Trunks just doing
Kid Trunks
his
things.
thing for the most part. What is it? Doing a finish buster to counter the energy ballet that Asha threw out, and then just spam the hell out of Cinema. Because I think what is it? I forgot how many B2 like last week against ED. He threw out I think like 15, somewhere between 15 to 18 B2. This week he threw out 8 in the ultimate. So like everyone did really well. We spent 6 zenny. We didn't need to spend that 6 zenny because Goten didn't even come out, so we didn't get to see Savior on Goten or close out.
How annoying is that? After the whole like thing though, like spending 6 zenny on it, like when the planning for it. I mean, it's annoying, but also you won, so
it stings a little bit. But like not even having to use a character in 3 manning, which I love Cinema, I love Destiny and Snuffy, but I'm sorry.
Like, I mean, you spent 6 zenny, which means that even if someone on your team had done slightly worse, Goten would probably have clinched it. But they also spent zenny. They spent 3 zenny on an extra series on Janemba, and he still lost out to Aurelie. So kind of unfortunate for them as well. The one they boosted just didn't end up winning their matchup.
Yeah. So, but no, it ended up working out overall. Was not expecting that kind of dominant win in the end there, but I feel like Asha just kind of ended up like working a little bit too late for them. Gogeta was definitely the weak link for them, and I don't think Turles did that well either though.
no.
So Turles and I think it was Turles and Gogeta who kind of like let Cinema down, unfortunately.
If I was, to make Cinema.
Oh yeah. Just real
feel
quick. Yeah. Gogeta did 9,300. Turles did 10k or 10,400. Janemba did 43 and Fasha did 55 or 56.
To make Cinema feel kind of better, I feel like if I know this sounds a bit ridiculous, but if like Gogeta, if Fasha came straight in against Aurelie, and then Gogeta was like in the back half of the lineup and went against like Kid Trunks, I think he probably would have done better. Just because I feel like he just got overall out-aggressed by Aurelie, whereas Kid Trunks obviously spams a lot more, and maybe Gogeta would have had time to do stuff. But yeah, I still think Cinema would have had a rough time just because Goten's in the back there with that Savior, but at least they might have brought it a bit closer. But yeah, it's unlucky.
Yeah.
Good match from both sides. Lots of zenny spent. But congratulations on the victory, Tosh.
Congrats.
Regrets.
I needed it. We really needed it. right now, as of right now, we technically qualify for playoffs right now. But that can easily swing.
With Namek.
if Namek gets a win over us, and if we lose, sorry if that happy. I hope you guys lose. But yeah, I need to stay above Namek, or at least stay tied with Namek, Cinema, and Sentai. Then I would still, I think then we'll still be above.
Okay.
So it's one of those scenarios that I need to happen.
So wait, have you've beaten all those teams, Sentai, Namek, and
No, so I beat Namek and I beat Cinema. Sentai beat. In the in our division and everything, me, Cinema, and Sentai, we all beat each other. Cinema beat Sentai, Sentai beat me, I beat Cinema.
Okay.
Namek, I think, lost to all of us. I think. I'm not too sure on that. So, but if I stay tied with them, and even if I have the quote unquote same record as them, like 2-1,
Yeah.
then I believe, I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's team average damage.
Yeah.
And despite Rugrats' record being 4-8 right now, Rugrats is second in the league for most damage.
Which
We're
is
at
crazy.
255,000 damage. Only, I think Busaga's damage or stats haven't been inputted right now, but they're at 256 right now before their week 12 stats have been inputted. So we're really above in terms of that. So if it is by damage as a tiebreaker, then we would still make it out.
Interesting.
Which is so weird. I don't understand. How can you be
Second in damage, be for
second in damage? Exactly.
yeah, that is
Well,
crazy.
you know, tags also. I don't know how exactly Gotenks' damage is calculated for your team and stuff like that. You know.
So it's Gotenks damage by himself is like for his own character is separate, but when it comes to Goten and Trunks, it gets split up in half. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So Gotenks did 100k and everything, then 50k will be split amongst Goten and Trunks for Gotenks damage. But whoever initiated the fusion, of course, gets their damage added onto that. So if Kid Trunks did 20k before that, and then you have add to 50k, you got 70k in total for a Kid Trunks. That's how Kid Trunks and Gotenks got. That's how we got a double elite that 1 week because Gotenks did over 100k, and then with the Gotenks damage and how much Kid Trunks did beforehand, got him an elite too.
Yeah. All right.
Are we ready to get moving on to match number
about my team. Yeah.
4?
About my team.
The
Yep.
second divisional of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Right, we have Sentai versus Kaiju. And to start with, we had Saiyaman versus Bardock, which, to be honest, was closer than I thought. Bardock did end up actually beating Saiyaman out in the end, but as we've seen Bardock do before, he usually, he just cracks through the first 2 characters rather easily, but he didn't have that this time. And then this match was a match of Kaiju just doing their normal stuff, so they tag 3 times to Sentai's do their normal stuff, tag. And yeah, Slug was probably the MVP for Kaiju this match, which is weird to say, considering he had a fodder performance last week. Or was it last week or the week before?
I think it was last week.
I think it was last week, yeah. And now he's come back, and I think he did it, I think, around 80,000. That's off the top of my head, because he shut Jiren down, and then he, I think he went on Berta, but I could be wrong. But yeah, he shut down Jiren. That was the main thing I was trying to say. The fact that Slug managed to do that, in my eyes, puts him quite high in Kaiju's performances alone. Just the fact that he shut Jiren down. And yeah, Raccoon tried to bring it back for Sentai. Raccoon, he's done this a lot now actually, where they're in a deficit and he can't quite manage to bring it back, but he does like his damnedest, and he brings it within a close sort of range, but he can't do it. So, what are your thoughts on this match, Tosh? Tosh?
Sorry. Congratulations. I was muted and I didn't know.
Right.
It's all good. It happens to the best of
It
us.
does.
I was about to break in and be like, all right, so I'm Tosh now.
It's weird. I will say, Jiren has not really been. If I recall, he started off strong. Like last season, I think they also had some growing pains with him, but he was doing well just in general. But to see him, he only did 15k. What is it against Kaiju? He's still at a 44k average, but that's weird. What is it? It's also weird not seeing Bardock kind of chew through two characters as you mentioned before, and Raccoon being the one that actually went above and beyond. So.
Yeah, it definitely was a little bit weird, but we've seen that a lot for some reason this season. Raccoon trying to bring things back.
It is an interesting matchup because these two teams are the two teams that, if we count the preseason, have had the two highest leads ever, I think.
Yes.
With Bardock at the 140k lead and Jiren in preseason with like the 150k lead.
That's true. I think they are the two. They're definitely the two highest in the new league. I think. Now I'm doubting myself, but yeah, it's very interesting.
Raccoon wants to come back to y'all.
No,
He wants you to give him another
I'm
chance.
ignoring Raccoon. He can sod off. He can carry on doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
I
I
just find
see
it funny
his
that
his father has abandoned him, I see.
Yes.
He got
Thrown
a new
him to the
father.
wayside.
Well, he got a stepfather, and that was Muscle. Wait, no, I don't even know how that worked. He was originally on Sentai. They got rid of him first. He was abandoned.
Yeah, he's gone back to his dad. We're like the middle like man in his life, the middle step. Yeah, we came in.
The foster family.
Yeah, we came
Y'all
in.
fostered
And then
him for like a season or two.
yeah, they were like, nope, this child is a bad child. Too much behaviour. Get out of here. Gone. There's too much. Too much.
This child is a bad.
He's bad. He's bad. He's literally constantly.
And then y'all just said like here Muscle, y'all take him, and then Muscle's just like, you know what? We'll give you a wait. You're going back to your dad's house for like a summer or something like that.
That's literally what it is. He needs to go to juvenile school or whatever you call it. That's
Not
Raccoon.
juvenile.
That's where he needs to go.
Oh yeah.
Raccoon.
I think he's a bit old for juvie.
No, trust me. He's got the mind of a child, so it's fine.
I'm actually curious, real quick, before we move on. How much did what Scouter Vegeta do? I don't even. Is it
Not
part of
much.
it?
Our stats in.
No, their stats are
Not on the spreadsheet, at least.
I know.
Sentai stats are in, right? How much did Raccoon do?
76.
See, he's been popping lately. The thing
I
is,
got it right here. Scouter did 20k, and Nappa did 26.
Scouter and Nappa, the dream team. The Saiyan Saga Elite duo. But they didn't do much. How much did Slug do then?
Slug did 76.
Yeah, I knew it was around 8k.
Yeah, Slug did great, especially considering the fodder he had to make up for.
Yeah, he's making up for them stats. He's fucking coming in big time. So Bardock did about? I know he did about 45, 50, right?
He did 67.
67, Jesus, I was way off. Honestly, I feel like if Jiren in this match actually just did things,
yeah,
it would have been a lot different.
If he threw out his ultimate, or his one really good B2 that he has, that even tracks a little bit. So yeah, no.
Yeah, that's rough. But
And
yeah,
maybe since I will get something working, like, or figure him out, like near the end,
the
they
good
still got time.
It-
So.
the good thing for them is they've got someone who very adequately replaces Android 21 with Raccoon coming in. So that's good. It's just weirdly they need to figure out people who I would normally consider their top performers, which is Berta and Jiren. Like those two. Saiyaman seems to be doing okay. Woman's doing fairly well, but Jiren and Berta seem to me to be a bit off at the moment, which is a shame. But yeah. Well done.
Jiren is still their second best currently.
Yeah.
He just seems
At
a bit
44k, and he does have an elite, like a main season as well, I believe.
See, I would consider that like a thing against him though. Not that he's got an elite, but like how much does the elite prop his stats up? Like if you take the 100, well whatever it was, I know it wasn't 150 because that was the pre-season, but I think it was like 105,000. You take that off.
Yeah, 107.
I was at 107. There you go. You take that off, and then you calculate the rest of the weeks. His average is going to be like 30 something. Now that's worrying, like to a degree. But I don't know. Maybe they'll figure something out.
To be fair, if you took off every character's best week, every character would drop like
No,
3 or 4k.
No, but what I'm saying is like that means you get my point. You get my point, right?
I get your point.
It's like if he's consistently doing 30k, but he had that 1 week. It's like here's the perfect example. Was it last season? No, it was the season before. 16 went a whole season where he was trash. He was terrible. He was awful. But he had two elite performances, which propped him up to a 50k average. But every other week he was doing like 10k. And you can speak to Anthony about this because he'll always cope about it. And it meant that he had a 50k average. So the stats can lie a little bit. But
okay, just out of interest, I just very quickly went back and looked through all of Jiren's stats for like this whole season, and he is the least consistent character I have seen in a while. He's just like 16k, 60k, 50k, 20k, 60k, 20k again. It's just up and down.
Now I'm curious on how it looked for his first season because this season I'm just gonna say this season has been weird.
Yeah.
Okay, Deborah working during main season,
Thank
teams
goodness.
that have been just usually look good, or characters that have looked good, all of a sudden just like they're not performing as you would think.
Yeah.
And some of them haven't had any changes. So it may just be one of those off seasons. But,
Yeah.
Well, we're not the off
Jiren
season
got a
yet,
53k average last season, so
We'll see. Maybe they figure something
maybe they'll
out.
round him out. Yeah.
Hopefully. Anyway, is that everything done on this match?
I believe so.
Yes.
Sweet. Right, let's get moving on to
Now we go to the other match.
another favourite match of the week for someone. We
Oh,
have Muscle versus Royals. Now, I'm just going to take a back seat because I know you said that you wanted to just delve straight into it.
No. Give it your best shot. I don't want to be standing here talking about tags the whole time. So
Okay,
you give it your
fine.
best shot.
So, to start with, we had 13 versus Deborah, which it was fairly even, to be honest. Which, 13 being a hard carry usually on Muscle. I think that's good for Deborah to keep it even with a man such as that. And Deborah tags, gets out of there. Baby comes, B-Tech Baby is what I'm going to call him, just so I don't have to keep trying to remember.
B-Tech Baby.
B-Tech Baby. Now, only real G's will get that. It's a very
Why don't we just call him
British
Baby
term.
Baby?
Baby. There you go, that's another one. Baby comes in, and Baby comes in, and he finishes 13 off, and that's how the match starts. But I mean, I think if you look at it from my perspective, now I'm not Royals coach, so you know, feel free to criticise my opinion. But I feel like Baby or King Vegeta were the highlight of this match in terms of for you guys. I struggle to really pick one, but I'm gonna probably say King Vegeta just because I feel like, did he win you the match? Almost. No, Deborah won you the match. He pretty much won you the match. King Vegeta did.
I definitely agree that Baby and King Vegeta were the best on the team.
Metacooler was actually
especially
the best.
King Vegeta.
I'm telling you, he was great. Metacooler was. How much did you get again?
Oh, this match I have
10k.
no idea.
Metacooler did about 10k because I remember seeing it on the stats spreadsheet on the tier list thing.
Hey man, it's he wasted a whole savior on Lock On Buster. What can I say? Okay, that's how you know he's up to a bad start.
He was susceptible to Broly actually being Broly for a change this season and going Kakarot, 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 literally. So
that is true.
It's just unfortunate for Mr. Mac.
I mean, the gist of this match was truly that Muscle did great, honestly. Like every character on Muscle did actually do more than 40k according to the stats, and they had boosts on their team. What they didn't have was the tag game, where for whatever reason my team decided, how about we actually tag this week? Sounds reasonable. And then everyone tagged at least once.
I feel like that's every match kind of deal with your team, is that your team loves tag. That's not new.
My team really doesn't. It was about average before this week.
Well, hold on. Let's put a caveat here. Your team really doesn't, except King Vegeta, who always tags. I swear to God, it's like fucking in his AI, built-in code. Transform, B2 tag. That's his fucking in-game code. I've seen it too many times.
This is why I give the man indignation for those big B2s.
It's so ridiculous. It's mad, but yeah.
King Vegeta did fantastic this match, honestly.
It was a return to form for sure. Because I felt like, I don't know if it continued, but I remember looking at his stats earlier on in the season. I think about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and King Vegeta was not doing very well. So I don't know whether that's improved since, because I don't have the stats to hand. But
he is still he's the one doing the worst on our team in terms of stats. But I'm actually not entirely sure if that's just because he's finished off a few matches or not. I do feel like he's gotten, in a lot of matches, he's gotten the short end of the stick in terms of matchups.
Yeah. Someone has to be that guy, though. They have to be the full guy.
Yes. Also, I will say this match, he did have an amazing moment where he was against King Cold, of all people. For the,
King
I
battle.
guess, the pseudo-canon match, the King Battle, the pseudo-canon matchup, where Cole was in max power mode, did a ping pong combo, and then he did one of those really unlikely reversals, during the ping pong into B2 and just wiped 15k off of King Cold in one go, basically.
Oh my god.
It was great, honestly.
Fantastic.
But,
love to see it.
But yeah. I thought Muscle did pretty good this match, really good this match, honestly. Especially Broly, just Broly being back to doing stuff is always great. What's it called?
Bojack seemed good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Bojack has been good this whole season, I feel like.
Oh yeah, but also he got to transform, and then he got to. Did he tag after transforming? I believe he did.
Yeah.
He just had he spent a lot of time transformed this match, all things considered. So, I thought it was a great match.
It's very unfortunate if you're Muscle, because to lose when you have everyone go above 40k is pretty goddamn rare.
It is pretty rare, and I'm glad for it.
Can you really be mad at? It's like, can you be mad at your team?
No.
Like, they did the damage, but like,
Yeah.
You can
They
complain
did
about
their
them not
damage.
tagging more. You can be like, bitch, why didn't you tag as much as Royals?
I will also say I know they're because they spent 5 Zeddy this match on like a Power of Rage, Mirage Master, and a Kibito Secret Arts. I'm gonna be real. I am not a big fan of the Mirage Master boost. I know theoretically it's one of the best possible boosts against my team, but I have almost never seen it work.
I mean, just because we combine 2 Bataras doesn't mean that they're not still shit.
I love that admittance.
We just tried to make it better to an extent, but yeah, like you can only do so much.
I mean, that's a 1 zenny cost thing though, right?
Yeah.
So for 1 zenny, I kind of get like thinking, oh well, you know, we might as well just use the zenny. So if they're just
I mean, the season end is almost upon us, and I mean, since they didn't win this week, that probably indicates they did need the Zenny in the end to even come close to having a chance. But I don't know. It's good match nonetheless.
Yeah, it was. And this match confirmed your place in playoffs.
This is true.
So,
This is true. We are guaranteed in.
Important victory. So,
yeah.
Sweet. Does anyone else have any final remarks?
Not really, other than Deborah continues being consistent. Let's go.
Yes. Consistent Deborah.
Honestly, I kind of wish that I was able to get freaking Baby Vegeta if no one didn't snipe me for this season. But no, y'all doing a great job with him. He's doing a lot better and everything than the last time I've had him. So.
Oh, he hasn't really had a season where he hasn't had over a 40k average in like 3 seasons. So finally being at 53k average is.
Was it? I think the last season he was actually allowed to be in the FA was in the old league when me and Mao, when we were on Androids, we picked him up as an FA. And nightmares because he was not that good. He also had Jiro back then still.
Yeah,
he has some seasons where he just decides to not exist.
Yeah.
He likes warming the bench.
Alright.
That's more for me.
Sweet. Let's get moving on to match number 6 then. We have Androids versus Boo Saga. So in this match we had 16 start out against Evil Boo. Which Evil Boo just kind of like wrecks house, kind of destroys 16 fairly quickly, and just beats him up really. So and then we have basically big carries from Evil and Kid Boo to sort of shut out Android, shut out Perfect Cell. Kid Boo versus Perfect Cell, that happened. That was pretty cool. Villain moment, big Z villains going at it. Kid Boo wins that. And we don't even see all of Boo Saga because Vegito comes in and I think he finishes off, I think it was Super 17, and we don't get to see Buhan because Buhan's just sat there on the sidelines being a cheerleader. And yeah, that's about it. Fathappy, you have any thoughts?
Honestly, it takes a special kind of matchup for me to consider androids the underdogs. But I suppose against Boo Saga, everyone is the underdog this season. Because oh my lord, I wish Dorgard and his team would give the rest of us a chance to, because oh my god. But they're 11-1, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11-1. So
to put that into context, last season we had 3 11-4 teams, which are myself, hybrids, and androids. So this is one of those teams getting absolutely squashed by the new 11 and whatever team, but they'll finish higher than 11 and 1. I can 11 and 4. I can guarantee that.
To be fair though, like Blue Gens at the time, they were what? They usually went 10 and something or 9 and something like 2020 to 2022, something like that.
Yeah.
So like, or not 2022, 2021. So just those 2 seasons. Last season was their only I think their only bad season. So, and I think they went 4-11 last season, I believe, maybe.
What are these averages? You guys looked at Blue Saga's averages?
I'm assuming it's all
they have
50 plus K.
Remember, Blue Saga's
the only one that's below 50, or there's Evil Boo at 49.8, so basically exactly 50k, and then Vegito's at 41k. Everyone else over 50.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Evil Boo is definitely going up because their stats have not been put in yet. So Evil Boo is definitely going up.
Yeah.
There.
Christ.
So,
I think
just to give
Vegito might go up as
the
well.
viewers, yeah. So Evil Boo did 59k, Kid Boo did 71.7k, Vegito did 54, and of course Wuhan didn't.
See the field.
Android 16 did 18, almost 19k, like on 40 points off of that. 17 did 30k. Cell did 34, and Super 17 did 40. It's something what Super 17 actually did the most.
I think this happened a couple of times this season where Super 17 just ended up being the most damage. It's usually when they lose, I think. But yeah, he's he's a bad omen. If Super 17 does well, it's
Super 17 is their second best right now, with the Android 17, obviously. Normal 17 is their best at 52. Super 17 is at 46. Wow, everyone on Android's also over 40.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, and Blue last season they went 5 and 10. That's what it was, not 4 and 11. Budokai went 4 and 11.
Oh.
But still, that wasn't the ideal season for them either. But man, just to see that they're kind of back in form, that's kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie at all. 13-2 was their highest record, and that was in 2020. 2021 they went 10-5. So this is just like a regular season. I feel like.
Well, they do have Vegito, in fairness. So
Yeah.
next season when they have Spope or someone else to take that place, I feel like there could be some drop off. But yeah, it is pretty mental at the moment.
But yeah, no, it's fun to see. I only enjoy seeing Blue Saga and everything like that, especially because they have Vegito. So you have all the main people in that arc and everything, and it's always fun to see that. But it's for androids, that really sucks, because especially for, I think Evil Boo went back on the old AI or something like that, to see how it goes. I believe.
Yeah, they changed.
It was an all consistent AI, but
they changed. I think it's Evil Boo and maybe was it Vegito's AI or his build? They changed stuff. I know that.
His build, I think he had Ultra Instinct Omen. I think.
Yeah,
I think that was the main change for Vegito.
But yeah, it
outside
was.
of that, I don't think I had anything else.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Sweet.
Androids boosted to the.
Did they?
They had a key control on Super 17.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, because I think Ant was saying that's when they were going to go ahead and give him Savior instead of something else.
Yeah, he hit an ult. That's right. He hit an ult. An
Because I
electric
don't
hell sphere.
Mhm.
That's it.
And because I don't think androids really cared about the map, because either way, at least from my knowledge, it was like the gist of it was like, well, the map's probably going to get destroyed. If it's not by us, it's going to get destroyed by Kid Buu or someone else that has an ultimate that
Well,
can destroy it. Which
well,
is
little did they
fair.
know it wasn't the map getting destroyed; it was their team.
Yeah,
God
that
damn,
is
that's rough. So mean. Are we
not wrong.
all about ready to get moving on, or?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Hopefully, someone dethrones Buu Saga with loss number 2 before the end of the season. But
I'm praying.
let's see what happens.
I'm praying. Maybe this week. You never know. So match number 7, we have Budokai versus GT, and this is what I call the baby show. The real baby. Can the real baby please stand up? And he did. Anyway, so baby just swept through all of Budokai. That's the quickest synopsis I can give. He killed Videl, he killed early Piccolo, and he killed Supreme Kai, and that left him with somewhere in the range of 120k. We don't know yet, but with healing it'll be well. I don't know yet. I'll put it out there.
Stats are in. He did 126k.
126k. See,
Almost 127.
there you go.
Yeah,
and
he is the 3rd highest elite this season, then, right? No,
Yeah.
he's the 2nd highest elite this season in the main season,
in the main season, yes.
with Bardock at 140.
There were no tags this match, mainly because Baby gave no one a fucking chance to tag, and he just fucking killed everyone. And yeah, Sin's stats got ruined this week as well, because even though you'd think after killing 3 characters you wouldn't need, you'd need one more person to come in, maybe 2. Nope, both Roshi and Jiro could not finish adult Gohan off. I think Jiro did the most and got him like right near death, but then he couldn't finish his dinner, so Sin has to come in and his stats are tanked. I think he did about like 1,000 maybe. No. So Sin's stats are through the floor, and there you go. Pretty much that's how the match ends. Tosh?
I can tell you that what's it called? He had about 2 key bars worth of like HP left on like the health bar.
Oh my god.
So I think you saying 1,000 is actually correct.
What for Shinshino?
Yeah, I know his
for
stats.
how much health was left on Gohan?
He did 3,600.
Oh,
oh 36. Okay, wait, did he finish it? Would it be 2?
Yeah, he did. He did a trap shooter. I think he overkilled it. I think that's overkill as well. I swear it is, because
no, he overkilled it with the freaking volcanic explosion.
Yeah, his ult. His ult was
Yeah.
like 20,
so he
2,490, and then he did a little bit like melee before that.
He did 2 fully charged key volleys, which he did like 300, and then as he was on a pixel, he was like, "All right, let me finish his style," and just made it explode.
Stand still, please, and Gohan indeed stood still.
Yes, well, he actually did some funky cartwheels around him. That was the best part. But yeah, this was Baby. So base Baby did great for my team, and real Baby did amazing for GT.
Yay! Madness.
It doesn't matter if it's baby, shoulder baby, or 8 baby. Baby do what baby does.
Baby be
Okay,
baby.
let me feel like this though. If Gohan or if freaking what's his face, Baby actually dodged, like went a little bit more, or the little teleport from that he did against Super Kamehameha put him out a little bit further, and not like what it does to 8s all the time, where it kind of like they're still so big, so they're still in the beam. He was max power.
Yep.
He could have thrown out his ultimate and decimated at least half of Ultimate Gohan. I mean, Adult Gohan.
Oh yeah, like his ultimate is a big ball ultimate as well. Like
I think is it the same size as
it's
Meikoku's Spirit Bomb, or is it bigger?
I think it's one of the biggest in the game. I think so.
Wait, whose ult's this? Are you on about?
A baby. Like he was in max power mode when he died. So if he had properly dodged the super Kamehameha that killed him, he would have maybe thrown out an ult, and that ult.
We never see that ult. I think it is. The only other one that might compare to it is like SS Deadly Bomber, maybe.
It's identical to his Super Saiyan 2 ult, but it's just bigger. So.
Actually, I would have loved to see a clash, but couldn't happen.
We can't. Yo, dude, if he had hit that ult, he would actually have been like 160k.
Oh yes. Oh god.
He would have been the highest elite performer. Like.
That would have been something. Because I'm actually curious because what it does, it adds on the damage, or no, it doesn't add on the damage. But I know that probably would have been at least like maybe 25k. Or something like that if they clashed and he won it because Gohan being on Super 2.
Oh.
Like, that would have hurt really bad.
Yeah.
That would have been rough.
It was a heck of a match.
At the very least, it might have saved Sin's stats.
Yeah, because Jerome might have probably done a little bit more, maybe.
Well, I mean, Roshi didn't do anything, I swear. Like, Roshi he did like 10k?
Like a little, almost a bar and a half.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost a bar and a half, yeah.
I was just reading the builds just to like see if there's anything special, and they boosted the Kibitos onto Roshi. Who really cares? But my good, they literally wrote in their builds, your tournaments stop being good in Dragon Ball.
Yes.
So they threw shade and then Baby backed it the fuck up. God damn. Well, that's a spicy lead if we've ever seen one.
100%, yeah. Okay. Are we all finished talking about this match? We're ready to move on to the last match of the week?
I suppose so. We should say that Gohan did actually do really well as well.
Yes, he did. He tried bringing it back. He tried.
What
How
he
much
did like
of it
10...
was Gohan
actually,
doing well?
He did 10k. He did 10k to Baby, and then he did all of Gero and all of Roshi.
Yeah. So
he almost went to lead also.
Yeah, actually, no. He actually did go elite. I'm sorry, I did not mention that. He went elite too. He did 104k.
Oh my god.
Adult Gohan did 104k. Supreme Kai only did 3,230. Early Piccolo.
This would have been worth mentioning earlier.
And Videl did 23k. I'm sorry, okay? I got too caught up on the baby Vegeta train, okay?
That is crazy. I don't know how much, like, for both teams, I don't know how much of it is Baby being really good and just blitzing, and same with Adult Gohan. Is it him being really good and just blitzing, or is it the other characters just derping a lot? So, like,
maybe a bit of both, but I don't like. Videl was on a different build. Videl was like on, what is it? Key +1, Broken Glow, Power Rage on Clover AI. I don't know if they've used that build before. I don't really pay attention to Budokai's builds for the most part. And it looks like they put early Piccolo off the Demonic Bargain and put him on, Eternal Life. So, like, you know, I don't know how long they've been using this build and everything, but it didn't work against. Maybe Vegeta said no. Forget your little low-cost B2s.
Forget your low-cost B2s and your healing. You're all going to die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's all I have to say. And yes, Fab, I mentioned it late. It's whatever.
No. I didn't mean it as like a call out. It's more just hilarious and just like, oh, by the way, he also went to leave.
Listen, no, when you brought it, when I heard xmat say, oh yeah, nah, he may have won Elite too. I'm like, wait, Lloyd just posted the stats yesterday for them. Let me check.
Because they're not in the spreadsheet yet. So
Yeah.
but good. I think we've said what needs to be said about this match.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we did.
This was truly a match where only two characters were.
Pretty much the two-man show. Oh my god. There you go.
Yep.
Alright, sweet. On to the last match, which, I mean, you know, I'm not going to be biased or anything. Definitely not. There's no hint of bias here.
Another favorite match among.
Yeah, exactly. Cold versus ED. So the match starts out with Zarbon versus Krillin, the two defense plus two boys, and Krillin, he takes quite a decent lead, but Zarbon just decides, nope, I'm not going to deal with you, your insolence, and he tags, gets out of there, runs for his life, any expression you want to use, and he brings in Lord Frieza, who just rips through Krillin, rips through N Vegeta, who, I mean, we all remember N Vegeta like last season, right? And he was like top. I don't know what's happened to him, because I know that Macho, coach of ED, he said that N Vegeta hasn't been as good this season, but he's just not the same. And Frieza kind of like taught him a lesson, I guess you could say. And then this is the fun part of the match. We get to throwing all of the giant balls. So Mid Goku comes in, Spirit Bombs Frieza. Mecha Frieza comes in, Supernovas Mid Goku. Mid Goku gets out of there, tags out, brings Nam in, and then it's Nam versus Mecha for a while. They go back and forth. And then Mecha goes down. Tao comes in. Mid Goku comes back in, launches another ult, and then just proceeds to go apeshit against Tao. And then Zarbon comes back in and finishes off. I think Mid Goku tags again. Actually, thinking about it, I can't remember all the orders. All I know is Zarbon finishes the match. Mid Goku dies to Zarbon in a clash, and there's literally Zarbon on one bar left, and Mid Goku on a slither, and the clash ends the match. So it was close. I remember that. I remember shitting myself at the time of the stream. So yeah. What are your thoughts, Fathappy?
I mean, I'm surprised that you're surprised that a match involving your team has a lot of ults.
Well, I'm just saying, most of the balls were against me, so you
know what? Fair. But I suppose it's also because you have Frieza in big mode this season in 100%. Where he becomes the ball, but he doesn't throw a ball.
Yeah, he is the ball now.
So, but I thought it's quite a good match. What I also believe it was fairly close at the end, if I remember.
Yeah, was it within a bar?
Down to like a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like down to a bar of Zarbon. So
Zarbon came in clutch with winning a clash. No Patara like on him, no paraphrase, nothing, no clash Patara, but he won it. So I lucked out there a little bit.
It was a good match, a spectacular match to end it on. So it's always nice when matches are close, especially when the preceding match had back-to-back elites.
Oh dear, that is crazy.
Your team definitely got lucky with the Zarbon using wild pressure, key breaking Nam, and then I think
that's skill, bro. I'm sorry, he stuns him.
Got a grab all, and I think he also got at least 1v2 or 2v2s off.
He got no. What happened? From what I remember now, he guard broke Nam. He got the grab off. He kicked Nam away. Nam gets back up, but then he stuns Nam with like 2 key blasts and hits a wild pressure. He did do a lot of damage in like a quick fucking burst. But I'm not gonna lie, skill, bro. Like when you hit the key blasts into a rush beat 2, I think that's what I call skill. Because you're setting it up, okay? It's all set up.
And Mecha was kind of the weak link for y'all. He threw out the one supernova and then just died to no.
He did okay. He did 40k.
He did
It was Tao that was the weak link, technically, I think, on stats.
I think so. Hold on. Do we have stats for your team?
We do, because
I've
already got... it's Tao, because basically what happened is Tao got the brunt of mid-Goku, I'm going to throw my ult in your face and you're going to die. I don't blame it much on Tao, he just got fucking mid-Goku'd. This is the best, I think this is the best mid-Goku's done all season as well for ED. Correct me if I'm wrong. But throwing out 2 ults and just generally being a menace this match, so that's good for ED. That's very good that they've got potentially maybe mid-Goku working.
I will say it is weird to see Base and Vegeta at 37k. I don't think his stats are in this week, so it may go down a little bit further, because I don't think he did that much at all.
He got kind of bossed around by Frieza, from what I remember. In fact, yeah, he did, because Frieza, when mid-Goku came in, Frieza did have about a bar left, but I can't remember how much he lost to Krillin. I feel like he lost around about a bar to Krillin, maybe? And then...
2 bars, actually.
What, he lost 2 bars to Krillin?
Oh, wait. No, he lost a bar to Krillin. And then Vegeta hit him with a volley and put him down to 2 bars. Okay. What got you that lead was freaking Vegeta tried using the volley too far away and got hit by "You'll die by my hand," so he was stuck in the animation.
Yes, I remember that now. Yes. Oh, that was crazy. Because he just hit it from literally across the entire map, basically, and he hit the fucking ult because of the volley.
Don't you love Kami's Lookout? You see why I chose the map? It's
great. Even Zarbon was doing well on it, and like he's not supposed to with his grab, but.
Just outright saying, I don't believe in Zarbon.
No, I believe in Zarbon. I just don't.
You don't believe in his grab.
The map isn't optimal for his grab. Like he can still do well.
Zarbon currently crying, like in the cold locker.
I love me some Zarbon. That's why he's the my image on Capsule Cast. It's Zarbon.
I suppose.
I love him.
He is also your second best right now.
That's true. He's Mr. Consistent. That's why I love him.
That's 100%. Is 100% Frieza the best character in the league at the moment?
Yep. 67k average, boy.
And I think
he has no elite, so it's not like he's not got like any big ass performances to back him up. He's just consistent.
And his average just went up. Because 74,000 this week.
Yep. So he's riding a high.
We all know who's the better character. Come on. He's #1 in the league right now.
No, Gotenks doesn't count. It doesn't
count. Who's above him? Who's above him?
I will not listen to this gaslighting.
Who's the real
MVP?
Who is the majority of the MVPs? Kid Trunks is obviously the best. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But xmat, when will you all do what the league wants and put Frieza in first form and let him transform all the way?
Yes, it will happen.
Because I need my FA. I need my first form Frieza FA.
No. We will.
No, xmat, if you're not gonna do it, I will give you meta. Just give me Frieza.
as tempting as an offer as that would be, I do actually want to do the first one Freezer thing myself. I do.
Okay.
We did it in, I think the last time it was actually done, like, in the league, was Old League Season 4. That was the last time that was a thing. So I would love to do that. I would love. Especially with all the new Patara, I would love to. Yeah. It's definitely what I want to do. And we do actually, I think in 2020 and 2021, we did test it. I can't remember if we tested it this off-season.
I think you did, because... correct. I should know this. I forgot. The Money Bargain was just introduced this season, and y'all did it this season.
Was it this season? I always lose track if it like what season we do shit in. So I remember we did Ultra Divine Water, so we did that in 2022.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
But I can't remember if we did Demonic Bargain, First Form Freezer. If we haven't, we probably will do this off season.
Frieza is too many characters in one. Can we delete like half of your master list just so you have, you know, the right to have Frieza?
Can you imagine if I could spot all different Freezer forms as separate characters?
And here we have first, second, third, and final form Frieza. Oh, and 100%
Frieza. Yeah. I'd love 100% and final form Frieza on the same team. I promise it wouldn't be broken. I swear. Right. Are we done? Are we good? We finished the last match.
I think we're good.
Yeah, sweet. Right, let's get moving on to the tier list for this week. Now, is there any notable things that you guys, looking out at? Maybe someone near the bottom? I know for myself, seeing Metacooler and Gogeta in that bottom bit, it's kind of a big rip.
Look at the blue arc bench form. Well, even though one of them is GT. Because technically Tapion was within the blue arc area, like, and for his movie. So yeah, that's not. It is weird seeing those three on there, and Vegeta definitely being, and Vegeta, Gogeta, and Jiraiya being down there.
Yeah. It sucks. But then you get to see all of Muscle. There they are. They're all near each other. Bojack's the only one that's like in his own fucking tier, but you got fucking 13, Broly and King Cole. They're all sat there, but they've lost at 40, 45.
Really just said, I want to stay near y'all, but I don't want to sit with y'all.
Yeah. No, I'm not involved with any of what you're trying to throw down. None of it. And then, yeah, I mean, look at Slug. Look at him. Look at last week, actually 0 damage. Look at him, he's making up for it. He's like
truly a man of his ups and downs.
That's a roller coaster. I'll tell you that much. Right.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. We good? We've made our observations. Is there anything else standing out, or?
Interestingly enough, according to this tier list, I believe it's made by Fiora, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fiora / Armor.
She does not have Gohan having gone elite. I suppose that might be because of overkill damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fiora, he doesn't do overkill, and once he gets to a certain point, I think he starts eyeballing. What is it, like, based on how much health they may have before it starts counting overkill?
But I think even with eyeballing, he must have gone elite because he did 2 whole characters. Kinda. I don't know. It's close anyways.
I mean, it's kind of hard to do that, especially when you factor in healing.
That is true. That is very true.
So.
But yeah, arguably 3 elites this week, which is always spicy.
Oh no, it is confirmed 3 elites this week.
Well, yeah, but we're also looking at this tier list, which does it slightly differently. So.
Fair.
3 elites asterisk.
Crazy. Cool. Well, I'm about ready to move into my favourite part of the week if you guys are.
Sure, let's move on.
Alright. So predictions. And So the first match of week 13, we have Derp versus Muscle. It's a divisional. Now, personally, I think, as much as it pains me to say, because I want Derp to do well and I want them to win, I think it's going to be Muscle, because Muscle, like, they just came off the back of losing to you guys, but they didn't really deserve to lose in the sense of damage, I guess, if you want to put it that way, because all their damage numbers are fine. And yeah, that was kind of rough. They got, what, Trunks coming back in this week? Who, if I remember correctly, the last few weeks he's been looking up.
So Muscle, yes, they benched Trump, so he's coming back in, and it's either between Broly or King Cold.
Now, regardless of who they choose to bench, I feel like this week might actually encourage them to bench King Cold and go with Broly and just hope, because Broly I assume had a boost though, right? He had the KSA as a boost, maybe? Is that correct? Because I know you said earlier that there was a KSA boost on someone, Fathappy, right?
Yes. So
yes, I believe so.
Yeah, they bought Power Rage, KSA, and Mirage Bastard.
So the KSA was on Broly.
Yep.
So maybe that might factor into. Maybe they do keep King Cold in then. Depends on what they want to do. But anyway, whoever they bench, I still think Muscle will win, just because I think Derp are like really, really struggling at the moment. So
let's see. So personally, Derp has nothing to lose at this point. Granted, I think Derp said that. I think Fiora said that they will be out if Namek, Sentai, or Rugrats win one more time, then Derp is out. They can legit just ruin their day. They have 14 Zenny that they can use. That is a lot of boosts that they can either put on all the characters or they can get the bundle. Muscle also has 8, but as we've seen from Royals, capitalism usually wins people matches at times.
I will say I believe in Derp's ability to tag specifically this week.
Oh yeah.
For their sake. So I'm gonna give it to Derp.
I'm gonna give it to Derp and everything. I feel like they can do that along, and the boost will be a good, like, helpful thing for them for this divisional. So.
Okay, well this didn't go the way I expected it to, but
Hey, we need Derp to have a W, and perhaps our goodwill will align the universe in that direction.
Alright, 2 on to Derp. On to match 2, we have ED versus GT. So I believe Mid Vegeta is definitely going to be in for ED, right? Because they benched him against us. I know that.
Yep.
And then who's in for GT? Super Saiyan 4?
GT is...
GT had... yeah.
Okay. This is a tough one because I think both teams are like really strong. I'm actually gonna lean towards ED because I feel like who's got benches left rather.
For ED, Idku, Nam, and Vegeta.
And for GT, it's Sin, Baby Vegeta, and Roshi.
Okay, so...
Oh, no, you mean Jiro. Jiro, not Sin.
Okay.
Yes. The words in credits.
Okay, I'm definitely still going to lean towards ED because I just look at their team, even though GT are doing really well at the moment. So the fact is, I think Roshi struggled for GT, at least last week or this week, right? And in general, I feel like he has been a bit of a problem child. Jiro is Jiro. He can be okay, but like usually he's on the lower half of 40 towards anyway, usually towards 30 to 40 is where Jiro is. Whereas I look at ED's roster and their team, and even though NVG has not been great and Mid Goku's not been great, they still have that like inherent ability to pop off. As seen this week with Mid Goku, where he popped off against us. NVG still has that potential as well, so I'm going to go all in on ED. And
I'm gonna have to say GT, because they can, even though Roshi didn't do well last week, he still had a 40k average. And I think GT stats are actually inputted in. I don't remember, but either way, he's either at a 40 or just below a 40k, so he can still do well. And even if they bench Base and Vegeta, you still got to go through Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who's at 62k average.
Jesus.
Baby Vegeta, 58k average, who just got enough in the elite, so his average is going to go up.
Yeah.
And at least Shinron is doing his 40k.
Well,
So,
it's 40k. What's Shinron's average at the minute?
40k.
It's gonna go down to.
It'll
It's
go
not
down,
fair.
but you can-
It's not fair, but it's gonna be about fucking 30.
I will say that the idea of them of Earth Defenders having both Vegetas in probably does it for me. Well, I suppose that is actually true for GT as well, so I take it back.
But you gotta add the Krillin tax in. Krillin's pretty good. Let's not forget
That
about
is
that,
true.
man.
But like GT without Jiro is way better.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Hold on.
Jiro is definitely the worst character out of any character on both teams. But I think without Jiro, I think GT might be slightly better than Earth Defender. So I'll give it to GT.
So, X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw this at you because it happened to me. Freaking Vegeta's grab loop.
Who's grabbed it?
His
Sorry?
Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
remember what he did to
Oh, with
to
GT
GT
Goku, yeah.
even though what is it, Krillin, even though he don't have base defense, he still has to go against a attack +2 if he starts. Those
Yeah.
speed blasts and that grab, if they can get him in a corner, he's done. Like, he's legit done. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
So, hi, Desi.
I think you're all hating on Jiro. That's all I'm saying. Stop the hate.
I always hate
Stop
on
the
Jiro, but I
cap.
still go with GT.
Stop it. Poor Jiro. Anyway, so that's 2-1 to GT. I think we've just had a new challenger has appeared to go off from Rugrats banner. We all know that's what you wanted, Tosh. So, and yeah, we've got Destiny. Are you there? Hello.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, also, sorry about that. Apparently, it was a modem router issue.
It's all good. It happens. League of Technical
But
Difficulties.
I vote for GT.
There you go. Okay, so it's 3-1 GT. So I'm in the what's it called? I'm in the minority. There you go. So on to match number 3. We have
Also, for the confused viewers out there, Destiny was meant to be on the cast all along, but his internet decided to not cooperate. So
yeah,
Yes.
Yes, I wasn't planning on being here.
but we love you all the same for being here, Tosh. So thank you.
Yes.
we appreciate your assistance.
Yeah, it's very much appreciated.
Very.
So yeah, on to prediction match number 3, Boo Saga versus Cold. I guess that you'll probably want to know what we're cooking, and boy are we cooking.
What are you cooking?
We are cooking. So basically, the lineup goes as follows: Tau, Cooler, Mecha, and Zarbon. So 100% Frieza is benched this week. So take that as you will. And what we're actually doing is, so Tau's on his normal build: Ki, Power of Rage, Dendays, Fighting Spirit, Focus Shot. That's normal. We're putting Base Cooler on a build we tested we actually tested it the last couple of seasons, pretty much. With a few minor Patara changes, but it's Super +1 launches Dragon Spirit, Fighting Spirit, Indignation, Savior. So instead of Key 2, he's on Super 1. And then Mecha Freezer is on a completely new build that I literally found by scrolling through the archives of testing from a couple of seasons ago. So Mecha Freezer is on Attack 1, Quick Fast, Key Control in place of, he would have Dendays, but there's not enough. Serious Light Body Savior on Trunks AI. And then Base Arbon is just on his normal Defense 2 build. So that is what Weird's cooking.
Let me ask you, are you cooking because you've given up on your normal builds against Boo? Or are you cooking because you're like, nah, this'll beat Boo?
Okay, so a lot of it has to do with the fact that we've already qualified, so we're already in, and I already think we're probably going to lose against Boo Saga. Yes, that is why 100% Freezer is not in, because I looked at it retrospectively and I thought, who are we more likely to beat? Not to shame these teams, Boo Saga, Muscle, and Budokai. We're more likely to beat Budokai and Muscle. So I will keep 100% Freezer in for those matches because I know that he's top of the league right now, he's the best character, right? So I know that he could maybe win us those matches. Boo Saga, we're probably going to lose anyway. So yeah, that was the same reason why we're testing. I think we'll probably test in the last few matches as well, but yeah, I'm taking more of a gamble in this match, I'll put it that way. What was he going to say?
You just thought that you didn't want to make Boo Saga go 11-2.
Bro, Boo Saga will be going 11-2. I still, even though I'm testing, I still have faith because, to be honest with you, the base cooler build I'm testing, I know for a fact, has been tested last off season before, and I think even the off season before that, and from all the averages I've actually pulled up, he was averaging 70 odd K on that build. So I'm coping myself into existence here, and I'm going to say that base cooler does really well. And the Mecha Freezer build, well, that's just a build that did well last off season. So I'm taking a gamble on that. But yeah. So I'm going to obviously be biased and go cold. And everyone else is probably going to go Boo Saga, so there you go.
Yeah, I was going to say my vote and go Boo Saga.
I'm just going to say, xmat, everything you just said is that you had no faith in your own team against Boo, therefore you're not going to field your strongest character and your own experimental builds, yet you still say you're voting for your own team.
because Boo Saga are also testing, which I didn't know at the time. But they are testing.
I see a bit of a mislogic here. If this cooler build is so good, why has he not used it?
Because last season, Mecha was on Super 1. Not Mecha, sorry, Freezer was on Super 1. I'm just going mad. This season, Jace was on Super 1, so I've not been able to use it. The season before that, I can't remember why. There might have been someone else on Super 1, I don't know. Or we might not have tested it enough. But I know for the last two seasons, I know that's why we didn't use it. So now that Super 1 is free, I wanted to use it. I wanted to use it a couple of weeks ago, but it was deemed a little bit too risky. But now that we've qualified, we can use it. So that's the logic for that. The Mecha Freezer build, I'll be honest with you, that was just something that I plucked up from looking through testing. That one is a bit more niche, but I think it can work. So yeah. So you're going Boo Saga Destiny. I'm guessing by what you were saying, Fathappy, you're going Boo Saga.
Hey man. I want Boo to lose, but I also want you to lose more. So boo it is.
Yeah, I know that.
He wants booze to lose, but he also wants bye week.
Exactly.
You can
So
have the
booze
bye
it
week, to be
is.
honest with you. I know that I'll beat you anyway, so it's fine.
Whoa, hey man, if you don't get the bye week, you're not making it to fight me, alright?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Exactly, that's where we're at.
Okay. Tosh?
I'm sorry, man. I gotta go.
Oh, no, everyone's
And
against me again.
it's only because Frieza is like one of your trump cards, and you're not using him, and so I just see Mecha Frieza not doing that well, and Zarbon getting shredded. They have an attack to Kid Buu.
Bro, trust me.
Like,
Zarbon's the one I'm least worried about.
Remember Majin Buu's back too.
Yeah, but you've got to remember Tao as a starter, and I know that you probably it's hard to pay. Well, it's difficult to pay attention to this, but Tao as a starter, I don't think has done less than 40k. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's my hope and my cope. My hope and my cope is Tao does stuff, and then everyone else does stuff behind him. But we'll see.
Alright.
So that's 3-1 to Boo Saga. On to match 4. We have RW versus Kaiju. Who's coming in for this? Does anyone know?
Oob for Kaiju, and RW is gonna have 18.
Okay, I'm gonna go Kaiju.
At least those were the weekly benches. I'm pretty sure they also have people confirmed in Scouters when I know for Kaiju. I'd have to check.
What's it called? Yeah, it's Android 18 that's definitely coming in, and Oob, as you said.
And Scouters, I know a definite already has this triple bench, so.
Yeah. And so has mine.
Actually, most people should have their triple benches by now.
So that makes it harder. Has Bardock got his, or is he still?
Nope. He's missing one.
He needs one more.
And you have to remember, Kaiju's already locked into the bye week on Isekai.
That's true.
But the thing is that week 14, Kaiju is fighting Derp. So I'd almost guarantee that they're keeping Bardock in until that week.
Yeah, I think Kaiju are going to win, personally. Because even though the shackles might be off in the sense they've got the bye week, blah blah blah, there's a lot of their characters that I think are in good positions. There's only one character that I'm concerned about, and that's Scouter. Everyone else, Slug, Nappa, even Bardock, all of them I think are probably fine. So the shackles might be off in a sense, but I feel like the main person they're going to test is Scouter, which might only be a good thing, because if they find they might put a new build on him that just does better than what's he averaging at the minute, like 30k. I don't think that they're gonna.
Outer?
Yeah.
34.
So, yeah, they might find something that works for him. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a bad thing that they're locked in. So, I'm going to go with Kaiju. Personally.
I think another thing to consider is also that I don't think there's anyone on Resurrected Warriors that actually breaks Giant Power Body. I think Majub does as the only one.
Majub does, and Tapion can ult through it and go his own giant, so...
Well, yeah, he can ult through it, but anyone can ult through it.
I mean...
no, wait, you mean Tapion's magic ult, like his actual ultimate, and not just...
Yeah, his rush ult. Yeah. Like, it's not really going to stop Tapion unless he goes in for melee combos without max power mode. Which, knowing his build, he shouldn't.
I'll still give it to Kaiju.
Wait, but it is on RW's home map, so they don't have access to a lot of Kaiju. It would only be Scouter
is
Slug.
Guaranteed. Slug would be
already a lost cause. Okay.
No.
He's at a 34. He does a little bit but he hasn't been the best. So
They've got-
I don't even count because Kaiju, they have a lot of their characters can probably do without like a third. I feel like, I mean, without a fourth character coming in, especially if Bardock goes off.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like Kaiju's stats are like heavily skewed by Bardock because the rest of the team are like either barely over 40k or under 40k.
What about Oob? I swear Oob's doing well.
Yeah, Oobs is 44k.
Oob is like
Oobs?
doing just like the average, like
Yeah,
that you want for a character.
44k, Nappa 41k, Bardock 63k, but both Scouter and Slug are below 40.
At
Scouter
present,
34, Slug 34.
Slug
is
will
like
be going
just
up.
below 40.
Slug will be
Slug
going
is
up
like
now.
just below 40.
Because has he actually
No, their stats aren't in yet. So
yeah, so as
Slug
soon as the
is going
stats
up.
go in, he'll be going shortly.
If he's going,
they'll
if he's
go
going
up.
up, then he's 40.
You've also got to factor in the fact that the fodder award last week would have put him. I feel like Slug would have been around 45k, but the fodder award brought him down, and now the elite's just gonna ping him back up to 45.
You do have to know, like, getting a fodder award can mean that your character just can actually just do 0 damage for that week, and since Slug has got that, he's not infallible.
No, it's not that he's infallible. What I'm saying is, I would say fodder awards are usually like a big outlier in general, because you just
They were until this season.
until this season, apparently, yeah. Which is
By
just
the
so
way,
cursed.
I want to step away. Gotta use the restroom, but my vote goes Kaiju.
That's
Alright.
What did Tosh say? Sorry.
Restroom.
his
Oh,
Kaiju
so.
voted.
Oh, Kaiju. Okay.
My vote is actually going to be for RW. Because screw you guys.
Going against the
Kaiju, I
grain.
think is going. Here's my reasoning. RW isn't out yet, but they've been doing good these last few weeks. Especially with, like, I know they still have to bench TN, but they always just might not bench him. Or just might, like, not bench him until he's absolutely needed to be. Because, like, I mean, it is still, like, he just got an elite performance.
That's true. TN was
And
ridiculous this week. Yeah.
We all know RW's power with the Majub 18 combo.
So you're favouring with the Marjube 18 duo combo plus TN being an absolute monster.
What do you mean, Jiro?
No, I didn't say
There's
Jiro.
no
I said
Jiro
TN.
here.
I said TN. Promise
You
I
said
said
Jiro.
TN. I promise you I said TN. It might have sounded like Jiro for some reason, but I said TN.
No. You said Majub 18, Jiro, TN. There you go.
Wait, I mean, Jiro added to RW would be a big W. So.
But anyway, part of the reason why I'm also voting RW is because I think since Kaiju is confirmed locked in because of the bye week, they're actually just going to be testing more of their characters. Obviously not Bardock, but like just the other characters they have on their squad.
Scouter will probably be tested, but again, like I said, Scouter testing I think could be a good thing because I mean they don't exactly have a lot to lose with Scouter at the moment. So
I mean they just don't have a lot to lose in general. They're still making it.
Well, yeah, but like I'm on about with Scouter's average, like with his performances, they don't think they have a lot to lose. It's not like Scouter's been doing great and they throw him on something and he'll do terrible. So,
Yeah. Anyway, my votes are W.
okay, so that's 3-1 to Kaiju. Moving on to match number 5, we have Sentai versus Androids. I mean, who was?
Let me see who's guaranteed in.
Yeah.
Let's see. For Sentai, both Jiren and Salem are guaranteed because Salem was the bench
Cyborg
last
Tao's
week.
definitely coming in for Androids because he was benched this
And
week.
for Androids,
Taos is
Android
Super 17
16,
and 16.
yeah, and Cell needs 2 benches still. So
I think it has to be so then.
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
it ha- no,
No, it doesn't.
yeah,
He could be double benched 14, 15 if
Yeah.
they use the double bench boost.
Yep.
Wait, that's a thing? I didn't even realize. Now I'm a coach.
Yes.
yeah. But you do have to know that Cell still has to be benched. So unless they use the double bench boost,
Who else is... Wait, who's Cell and who? Needs bench.
17, regular 17.
Oh
Actually,
god, they're
wait,
best!
How much is the boost, Tosh?
It's 4 Zenny.
Season.
So
Total,
they
I'm
can
just looking real quick.
bench him next week, and then
Um,
whether they win or lose, they will have 4 Zenny. So then they can bench him again on week 15.
Well, but honestly, given that it's between Cell and 17, why wouldn't they bench Cell this week and then bench 17 next week and then bench Cell Cell against week 15 instead of spending the Zenny?
Yeah, I think either way next week they have to bench Cell, or
wait, hold
because
on.
It, I don't know.
There
They don't
is
force any right now.
there is the angle of as far as I'm aware, 17 he doesn't break power body at all, does he?
Nope.
No,
Cell
but
does, right?
No, because he's not super perfect.
But does Cell not break it at all? I swear, perfect must
Perfect Cell takes he takes a lot less hits because super perfect is equivalent to SSJ2, but perfect is equivalent to SSJ1, I think.
But I'm just thinking, if 100% freezer, I swear he's 2 hits, so I thought perfect Cell would be around that level.
Looking at this
Maybe.
post, Super Saiyan 216, what's the chance?
I know super perfect does after a couple.
I'm not sure because Snuffy did not put it in. She posted something about.
Yeah,
this
that's why.
I know it was. I think it was posted in No Mic.
I'm pretty sure he breaks it in like 1 or 2 hits.
So
like 2 hits,
perfect,
more likely.
So Super Perfect is the one that breaks it in 2 hits.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that with 3 hits, it's probably Perfect Cell because she didn't put Perfect Cell in this list, and I only see Super Perfect.
I'm sure.
Oh wait, no, wait, I see it. Second to last hit is Perfect Cell.
Okay, so not really the best then. Okay.
The one on their team that has 1 hit is Super 17.
Okay. I was just thinking for Jiren. I just didn't know whether they'd want to have Cell in against Jiren to try and. But obviously, if that's not the case, then.
Honestly, I don't know, because Jiren these last few weeks, he's not been looking great.
Yeah, he hasn't. But I'm more on about because he has power body, right? So if Cell was in and he could break power body, they might want to. But because of the way it works, they might just bench Cell anyway.
I think of also just how the benches go, because I mean, they have 3 Zenny right now, so
yeah. I'm gonna say that since androids are forced to bench either as 17 or Cell, regardless, they're gonna bench one of either
their best.
Yeah, what we usually consider their best, even though Super 17 is technically their second best.
Yeah.
Since they're forced to bench one of them, it's probably gonna be in Sentai's favor.
Can I ask a question, Fathappy? How much of that is you coping because we're all in the same division and you want androids to lose as well?
Oh well, honestly, I just want you to lose.
Oh,
so,
what?
Exactly, because
target it.
Yeah, see, I want you to lose it because I have faith that you can make it far.
I feel all warm and giddy inside now.
I think I want 2 reasons. One, I want androids to win just so I can stay above Sentai just in case something miraculous happens. But
also, androids, I love you guys. Sorry.
Liar.
But also it's 17 and Cell are the ones considered for benching, sure, but it's not Cell is not the end all be all this season, and 17 has had his bad weeks Because honestly, it's been 16 and Super 17 pulling their weight, and Cyborg Tao occasionally doing really good. That's been helping androids a lot. So I'm saying androids.
I'm gonna say Sentai, and it's purely based on cope. I'm not gonna lie. I think Jiren is gonna actually return to form because he's been inconsistent, right? So he bad, good, bad, good. So now he's gonna be good after the last week's bad. So that's gonna happen, and then it's Raccoon. Raccoon's got all his benches, right? I'm hoping.
No,
Or I'm coping.
No.
he doesn't.
Oh god. Well, okay. If Raccoon's in.
Faye Woman and Jiren have their benches complete.
Assuming
So.
Raccoon is in, I feel like Sentai will win, and I think he will be. So that's my vote.
It's either Bird or Saiyaman or Raccoon, which is honestly the three of their better characters.
I'm gonna say androids because similar to one of the reasons similar to Destiny. I want Sentai to continue to lose, so no one can. I can stay safe.
Everyone's got their own fucking agendas going on here.
I mean, to be fair, wait, Tosh, didn't you? Oh, you didn't win versus, did you?
Huh?
You didn't win versus Sentai, did you?
No, I did not.
Well, I'm guessing. So you're hoping for me to stay ahead of them then?
Yes, and on the off chance if we all end up, all four of us being tied, I still get. I think I still get put in, but I need to stay tied with all y'all. Is the thing.
Alright, well, so what's 2-2?
2-2, yeah, that's correct. Moving on to match number 6, we have Namek versus Cinema. I don't know if you've got any beans that you would like to spill.
We do, because we just kind of figured it out today. So Gogeta's our bench.
Okay.
And don't say that's not a good thing, because he hasn't.
He's had the last 2 weeks have been bad, yeah. Oh, not 2 weeks.
Has
sorry,
been like,
but...
no, it's been the last 2 like.
Well, I know that he was bad
Right,
versus
so-
us, and then this last week.
And he was definitely bad versus Rugrats.
Yeah.
So it's Fasha, Turles. We're bringing in everyone's favorite. We're bringing in the Junior of Garlic.
Garlic Junior.
Oh, he's making a return. Okay.
The comeback.
Uh-huh.
I love to see it.
And we are bringing in Janemba's last, obviously. But we're also boosting Ultra Instinct Omen on Janemba.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
Wait, so who's FA benched?
Raditz.
Poor Raditz. He tried.
So out of curiosity, so Janemba is running Savior, or you're just trying to use like part of it and hope he goes up to Savior? I mean, not Savior, but power.
For the most part, when Janemba's been in, he's always had max power for a lot. So we're like, alright, we're going to take Leighton off of him for Sirius to give him some melee damage in place of tanking. But because we're taking Leighton off of him, we were all like, let's do UI Omen just to help with part of his like defensive capabilities. Because he is max power mode a lot, and it could always help with his giant, especially if he howls.
I mean, yeah.
Are you guys sure about the Raditz FA benching? Because currently, at least stats-wise, he was at 27k, but Garlic Jr., who he was replacing, was at 23k.
It's only 4k.
It's only 4k, and Raditz has been in for like almost double the amount of weeks that Garlic has.
Yep. So less time for the average to even out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you got to factor in the Garlic 2020 tax. He could come back and be 2020 Garlic. We know it could happen.
That is true.
Know. He was good once upon a time.
And it's also at this point, it's like we're kind of fucking desperate. But I know it's probably not happening because of Namek having both Late Piccolo and a Pycon in versus us, and the last time we went against Namek, which was in preseason, Pycon ulted as a starter 3 times.
Yeah. Who's like?
Well-
Can any of the others be benched? Like Nail, Nuova, all of them. King Piccolo. That's right.
All three of them could be benched.
Nail
Okay.
and
King-
Nuovo only need one more bench. King Piccolo needs to.
No, because they don't have their week 10 bench put in. Week 10 was
Oh.
King Piccolo.
True.
So there you
Alright,
go.
Ryan. There's the bench missing.
Okay, so I'm unfortunately, Destiny, I'm gonna go with Namek because, well, what you just said with Late Piccolo and Pycon
Pycon.
being in, that's a big thing. But I also think that they're gonna take it more seriously and probably bench one of Nail and Nuova because I feel like, as far as I can remember, King Piccolo's been doing okay, at least better than those two. So I think he'll be in, and then one of them two will be in. Probably Nail, because I feel like Nuova has been one of the worst defenders this season. But yeah, I do wish you well, and I hope you win. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Namek. Fathappy?
I mean, since you're spending Zenny and Garlic is kind of a wild card in this case because his stats are like there's no way really of knowing if those stats are accurate since it's only 4 weeks. I suppose I'll give it to Cinema. I don't really believe
We're also
in
changing
Walmart.
up Garlic's build, what he usually ran, by the way.
What's his build? No.
He's not having Chase Down Artist.
That makes sense.
He's Key +2, launches, Tension up, because he can passively charge up to 2, which is for Darkness Side Beam. Indignation, and Savior.
Yay!
AI, though?
Finally, the
But-
savior.
But what's the AI?
Chaozu.
Oh, okay, no, he's good then.
Good luck.
All right, Cinema it is.
See, I wish you told me that at the start, 'cause it might have convinced me a bit more, but I'm still gonna stick.
I don't think I was going to convince you when I said Late Piccolo and Pycon.
Well, that's true. I mean, to be honest, there is one thing that's I feel like that you're missing a trick, Destiny.
Shut
Why?
up.
I swear to God,
No.
if it's Yajirobe AI.
No, not yet. I'm not even gonna say that. Although that is a good point. Yajirobe AI is the best
Oh
AI.
my
But no, Tension Up. I feel like you should replace it with Power of Rage.
I literally said why.
I know why, but I just feel like replacing it with Power of Rage would be more beneficial. Because I swear to God, every time I watch Garlic, he clashes like a bajillion
Yeah,
times.
I would agree.
Yeah, and I swear to God, every time I put Power Rage on that motherfucker, he's
He
never
doesn't.
clashed.
But that's a good thing. It means that you can like counter the clashes
No,
from
that's
happening. You
No,
stop them.
that's not a good thing.
It is a good thing.
because when he doesn't clash, he gets hit by the Rush B2.
Okay, well that's a bad thing. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
And also, then it's just a waste of 2 Pataras or 2 cost Patara.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Well, regardless, he's just on a spam build, and spam builds are generally good, and his Rush B2 is homing, so it's pretty good.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm coping and hope my team wins.
I'm going Cinema as well.
Oh,
I need y'all to win, and Basha and Janemba are the main cornerstones that last week did well and probably will continue to do that. I'm hoping. So.
You know what's funny, Tosh?
What?
If you win and I lose, I'm pretty sure I'm literally locked out. Because
like
my
that
team
would
lost versus
depend.
you guys.
Yeah, but I think it would depend on how
Sentai does.
Well, Sentai, but then you also have to see how the rest of ED, hybrids, and muscle, because you can still technically make it.
I mean, yeah, but it's like
see how other things will line up for you.
Yeah, if Namek wins and you win, that's pretty bad for me.
Yeah. But if you win and Tosh loses, that's pretty good for you. So,
Actually, I was going to get into that for the next match.
Right, okay, so that's 3-1 to Cinema. On to the next match, match number 7. We have Rugrats versus Royals. Obviously no one can really say anything about builds or anything, because, you know, just can't really. But this is a tough match.
Sorry, what's
It's
up?
like, which friend do you want to win?
Well, I know who I want to win. On that basis, unfortunately, Fathappy,
It's Royals.
you are the weakest link. Goodbye. No.
God damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be Tosh and Rugrats that are going to get my vote, because I need them to get me the W. If I'm going to be losing to Busag, which everyone thinks I'm going to, then I need...
You think you're going to be losing to
No, I don't. I voted for my own team. I just
You
said...
voted for your team, but your explanation,
My
said
explanation
that you
was,
were not
is they were the team I would least likely beat. Doesn't mean I'm not going to win. Okay?
you
I'm sorry,
you basically
like
said, so I don't believe I'm going to win, but I need to, so I am.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I just said... No, you're twisting my words. This is not. Anyway, I'm backing you, Tosh. So you know, even though you betrayed me, I'm backing you.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the attack one O'Reilly build, which I encourage you to use, because I believed in it. I believed in it. I think it's gonna.
I still blame you.
No, don't blame me. It's not my build. I just said that it was a good build. And yeah, Trunks has been pretty ridiculous. Goten is Goten, and there you go. I'm coping. So there you go. You're gonna win.
You also have to take into account that a certain little Vegeta is coming back in.
Who's that? Don't know who that is.
It is he has the Majin symbol on his head.
I don't know who he is. I think is he the guy that Frieza like destroyed earlier this season? Is it that one?
He's the guy that has an upside down W on his forehead.
Well, it wasn't a W when he faced me. I can tell you that.
No. Fathappy. If you want to win, just change that M to a W for one more.
I need his model. Can we mod in that his model is flipped upside down for all the Majin characters to be on? Just flip their models upside down so they give us the W's. Oh, that is some dumb shit, and I love it.
Anyway,
I was. Have you guys already put in your builds?
We've already put in builds.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still voting. I was going to be like, you could probably just say benches or whatever, but I don't.
It honestly doesn't really matter to me. So
Fathappy is a one-man team, so he doesn't even.
And Fathappy is we all know is a gentleman agreement. Unless Zenny's involved, then you have to count Buzz.
that is true. We played a capitalist game here on Royals. That is certainly true.
Alright, well, I'm going to just go ahead and say it then. We benched already.
Oh my god.
And we benched Meta.
Oh my god! Times two?
The two androids got benched.
Okay.
Hey, we still got an android.
Okay,
We also still got an android, kind of.
Pilaf, that's who you got.
Baby.
When's he coming in? Have you brought Pilaf in?
You do have an android.
Pilaf, dude.
Androids are still in there.
Yeah. The two better androids on you guys' team.
Two better androids. Well, we'll see if it's a repeat because in preseason we won and everything. Granted, it was what is it? Rayleigh and Goten. So we'll see.
You've turned my hope into cope now, Tosh. I hope you
that was a
know
warm-up round.
My hopes
And,
turned to hope. I
and
was,
you
if a radio was in, I was happy, but now I'm crying.
Okay, but
I
here's
mean,
the
Goten
thing.
and Trunks still are in.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're
Goten
still
and
good.
Trunks. Remember, Kid Trunks literally went through ED. He did 18 B2s,
So
got in the lead.
Well,
so you're telling me that you used closeout special on my match didn't matter, and now there's no savior on Goten for this one.
I can't control that. Okay.
I know I'm making a joke because it definitely seems like the more threatening match here is Royals versus Rugrats.
realistically, because Goten didn't touch the field, I feel like Tosh should get a refund for his closeout special. That would be true capitalism.
You know what? I'm making that too right now.
Then we go out of business, all right?
Okay.
The Dragon Bank would go out of business.
And if they touch the field even for a bar, yeah, no refund. There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. That's true. If they touch the field, then you don't get a refund. But if they don't, refunds all around.
But
either way, I'm voting for my team. Obviously, but I felt because of how Kid Trunks can go, we have the possibility of whether or not we go tanks or not. GT Goku has also been doing pretty decent ever since we swapped his build. So yeah, and Cell Jr. also did well since we swapped it to get him off of demonic bargain as well. So
honestly, just the fact that you said that Aurelia was out was like such a breath of fresh air. Because that means she ain't gonna break my fucking power body on either Majin Vegeta or 8 King Vegeta. So we good.
No,
we winning
what
this
you
one.
mean? You definitely love power body breakers for Majin Vegeta.
see, I actually told my team, in one of my many build situations, was basically having Aurelia in, but yeah.
You got outvoted.
Also, Fathappy.
Yeah.
I know GT Goku for Majin Vegeta is mostly a null factor, but you have to also remember he breaks fucking power body. They still have one.
Oh yeah, that is true.
If I remember correctly, was it?
He was the one that got absolutely incinerated. Yes, it was. GT Goku got absolutely destroyed.
Here's the thing. That was under GT's control.
But you also have to take into account it wasn't Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, so he doesn't have Power Body Breaker until he goes Super Saiyan 3. And he's also talking about with King Vegeta as well, not just Majin Vegeta.
That is true, but usually GT Goku does not have Savior, which means that he's likely to be starter, and Majin Vegeta always has Savior, so he's not gonna be a starter. So it's unlikely they're gonna beat at full HP.
You know who also has Savior?
That is true, but in that case, it's gonna be father-son beating each other up. Lovely family reunion. We're there to see it.
All right, but
So
I haven't said my.
Well, you didn't say
I haven't said my vote yet. I haven't said mine. Now this might be surprising, and Fathappy, I'm sorry, but I want Rugrats to win. Hear me out. Because if Rugrats wins and I win versus Namek, I basically help Tosh get in the playoffs by keeping Namek and Sentai below him.
Does that put you in the playoffs as well, or does that not put you in?
It still doesn't put me in because it will put Rugrats in and put me at the top of the 4-man. Well, if Derp doesn't win as well.
Yeah.
But
it'll put me at the top of the 4-man teams that are losing, and then after this is GT and Muscle, and I am
But if you win and Rugrats loses, then you're suddenly going to be even, and then you have an actual chance of getting above them in the rankings.
Well, the problem is I don't want to risk that because I lost the divisional for them. So
But
There's
at
no
the end
risk.
of the day,
There's no risk. And,
there's no
Bro,
risk.
my last two teams are GT and Muscle.
yeah, but what
I
I'm
don't
saying
want to
is,
risk that.
I know what you. Well, I think I know what you're saying, but the thing is,
Just
there's no
tag.
risk. Just win. Do it. I'll tell you this now. I lost a divisional last season to Fathappy, and it all looked down for me. I kept winning, and then I won the thing. So the division. So you know.
It's true.
I
it's
see
true.
your point, but I'm still voting Regrets.
It
Though,
sure sounds great
I-
when you
I-
have Cold
though
and
I
Royals
hope-
sitting here just going like, just win ball.
Fuck's sake. Fuck's
So,
sake.
though I will say, while I hope Rugrats wins, I hope GT Goku gets fucking obliterated.
Why? Why?
Because it's funny.
Oh.
You have Goten and Trunks in the back, you're
I
fine.
feel personally attacked.
Do you? Because I voted for you.
Nah. But
You take the
just
good
so
with
you
the
know,
bad.
Also, the main reason why we benched Aurelia against you and why you can have that fresh breath of what is I can't say
Breath
the
of
same.
fresh air.
Whatever. Yes, that. It's because we have hybrids in Blue Saga last and need to make sure everyone that we can get is in. So
Oh, you're taking the
Yeah,
opposite approach to me then. Fuck all my good characters off against Boo Saga. We'll just leave it.
It's like either you have the sacrificial week where you're like, I'm gonna field my weakest team against the strongest teams to save them for the guaranteed matchups, or you're like, I will field my strongest lineup against the strongest team to give myself the best chance of winning.
See, I usually go with that approach, but it's Boo Saga this season, and that I don't know. There's a different aura.
It's Boo Saga. It's Boo Saga with Vegeta.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's ridiculous.
It's good. It's good to see xmat going into this week with an L mentality.
There's no L mentality. We're still winning. I don't give a fuck. I'm coping myself into a victory. Anyway, so that's 3-1 Rugrats, and the last match for predictions is Hybrids versus Budokai. I'm gonna go with Hybrids. I'm not gonna lie.
just real quick, hybrids has Sword Trunks coming back in. Budokai has
Early Goku.
early Goku. Yep.
Oh, and early Piccolo for that matter. He's full. Wait,
Yeah, so
it's
early pick.
Oh, the only one who they need to bench is Ngoku. Ngoku's
yeah.
guaranteed bench.
Right, it's Videl now, isn't it?
Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah. Wait. Is it?
And Goku's not in. He's been FA benched
And Goku got FA bench for Videl,
for
yes.
some reason. I don't know why.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
Wow.
because
are you
it
sure?
happened right
No, that
before
was
this.
Videla and Ethel Gohan.
Oh,
No.
What
Because
is
the dog-
Dog
Gohan's
Gohan was
been-
in this week.
no.
He almost got an elite Fathappy, you remember?
Oh, sorry, it's because I'm looking at the stat spreadsheets and it says that weeks 2, 4, and 7,
No.
Videl and Ethel Gohan were benched.
No, it's because, Videl was FA benched for Adult Gohan, that's why. But then she came back in for Goku.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that
is
is weird.
whack.
Wait.
Trippy.
Is the stat spreadsheet not wrong then? Is it not meant to be
Oh,
like
okay,
Adult
so
Gohan needs
the-
benching or something?
So Videl
no, it
still
should be-
needs 2 benches.
Yeah, it should be Videl needs benches. Because they're off of Goku's benches.
Okay, well, so
It's the rare scenario where 3 people have swapped space on the FA bench, I suppose.
yeah. So either way, I'm still going with hybrids because I just think who do hybrids need to bench now?
It's either gonna it has to be future.
Okay, that's a bit of a risque one. So, has he got 2?
It has to be
benches left?
future unless they use the boost thingy.
Okay, and who else is the other one that needs benching?
They have 2 remaining on future and they have 1 remaining on ultimate.
Okay.
So
So-
that's why with 3 weeks remaining, it has to be future, ultimate, future.
Okay, I'm gonna go with hybrid still because they've got futures bench. Okay, that's one thing. Where they've got ultimate Gohan and Team Gohan are enough in themselves usually to win matches. Sword Trunks is no slouch. Goldo somehow actually is doing kind of doing things. You know, he's doing 25, 30k a match.
He's throwing out moves. That's all you can really ask.
That's true. So yeah, I'm gonna go with hybrids.
I will also go hybrids because I just think they're a slightly stronger team on average.
Yeah. Destiny.
I'm gonna go with hybrids because the performance of Ultimate Gohan and who's the one they need benched?
Future.
Fuck, I was literally just about to compliment Future.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. I think the only problem they might have is Goldo gets caught out by Adult Gohan, or maybe Teen gets blasted through. But
you got no chance.
I think
die to the giant pencil. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is, yeah, sure, he died at a giant pencil, but he can also do 60k beforehand.
No, he'll just die to the giant pencil. That's all that's gonna happen. Yeah, owned.
But I am saying.
Okay.
Waiting with bated
Hybrid.
breath.
Oh, there you go. It's 4-0 hybrids straight away. What? Poor Budokai. I actually feel bad because Havoc fucking added me and Anthony, and he said every time that we doubt him, and now I've just doubted him again. So I feel bad.
Well, you
Hey,
know what?
hey,
Honestly, yeah, you first.
Hey, if we doubt him and then he wins, that's just a good thing, is it not?
He wants us to keep doubting.
That's true. Then he'll get that extra bit of like satisfaction. Like I proved the haters wrong.
Because if we don't doubt him and then he loses,
That's our fault then. So basically, we
Yeah.
lose in every scenario.
That's
we lose in every scenario, but in one scenario we help a man's dreams.
and it's
Okay.
true.
Get happy.
And we
I
get
will-
no compliments. No compliments to the chef.
Yes. I will say though, now that I think about it, the main reason I'm voting for hybrids is because Budokai's benches are confusing.
Oh my
Very confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Okay. Well, I think that we all had our piece there. That's 4-0 to hybrids. And I just want to give the viewers a thank you for all watching. You know, if you got to this point, you're a top G. To quote some random fucking Donny off the internet. Don't know who that guy is. Yeah, you guys want to check out the links below to the Discord, website, Twitter, and the TikTok. And you know, while you're down there having a little look in the description, you may as well leave a comment for us, see if there's anything we can improve for next time. And yeah, I have been your host, xmat, and I've been joined once again by Toshiro, the coach of Rugrats.
Bye.
And yeah, Fathappy and Destiny.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
Arrived. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially it almost ended up being just me and xmat today, but thankfully we
were
had
saved by
the
grace.
lucky spirits of Tosh and Destiny that came through.
Yeah, so we
The lucky
appreciate it.
spirit. Okay.
Alright. Bye guys.
All right, bye.